Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. The Nuggets will kick off their road trip right here.
One of the best ways to garner some confidence is to start a long road trip off with a win.
Koulibaly, no good. Dunn up top to the paint and stolen by Billups. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Johnson inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now, here's Siakam. He averages about 5 points a game. Dunn, wide open, he fires. It's good from long range. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table. And he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, you need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Shaq following the basket by Chauncey Billups. It's good.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Now here's Murray. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Jackson misses. Dunn left side. There's the drive. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got his second basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Williams for 3. Connects from three-point range.
And you can tell Ricochet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
It's good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. And Greg, remember in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Here's Murray. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Now, here's Garland. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Smith outside. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now, here is O'Neal. Siakam looking around. Deflects the pass. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Smith. Johnson outside. $19 seconds left in the first. Nice shot by Smith.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Murray, no good. And here's Smith. Johnson from outside. Shaquille O'Neal getting it done for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has the Nuggets 16. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And going vertical. Murray's one of those guys with that sneaky athleticism.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Murray left side. Payne for 3. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And it's Murray with the jam.
If the opportunity presents itself, Murray will explode to the rim.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Done with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Outside, Payne. Beyond the arc. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Billups. Williams with the block.
Showing off his talent for erasing shots. Williams had that one totally anticipated.
Markkanen can't get it to go. Denver in the lead. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Picked by Williams. Now here's Williams. It's not going to go for him. Solid defense right there from Billups. Left side, Markkanen. And a wide open look for Hachimura. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Williams with the jam.
You got to keep pace with Williams in transition. He's so good at just outworking everybody on the floor.
And stolen by Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Out to Smith. A three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And you must chase Smith off that three-point line or face the consequences.
Dunn up top. 5 points in the game. Shaq down low. A rebound by Johnson.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result. Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
Jackson in the corner. And Indiana, another three.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Doubled by Murray. And Murray, here we go. And the rejection by Jackson. Johnson outside. They grab their own miss. Outside Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
.35 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's O'Neal. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 29 seconds left in the first half. Here's Murray. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
4 seconds left. And O'Neal weighs it in. Shaq's got 14 points for the game.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers out in front as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Murray outside. Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Relentless effort from Williams, the board and the bucket.
Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Garland. No good on the quick three.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Billups with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Out to Smith. Unloads. And Shaq pulls it down.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
From deep, Williams. The Pacers pull it in. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Here is Billups. 8 points for him. They set the pick with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Billups has got 10 points.
Such a savvy player. Billups senses his opportunity there and just takes it.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. Right around a minute and a half. Play here in the third quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
O'Neal inside. Banked in off the glass. 16 points for him.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Bucket is good. Murray's got the lead back up to 6 now for Indiana.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Screen by Siakam. Done. They get the rebound. Pass to O'Neal. Denver passing it around. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Here's Garland picks one up.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando, was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Murray outside. Out to White. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Well, this is where Williams gets most of his points. Rolling off the screen, ready to catch and finish.
Now Murray. 13 points in the game. And here's Garland for 3. Murray scanning the floor. Nailed from three-point land.
For 3.
Now it's just a 3-point Indiana lead.
Well, Murray's a 3-level scorer, but arguably does his finest work from that level.
Right wing. Pass to Garland. From outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Garland's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Back to Murray. Payne with it. It's picked off. Hachimura with it. Now guarded by Murray. And stolen by White. It's Williams with the drive. Outside for Murray. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Indiana making a change here.
Substitution for your Pacers.
Indiana leading by 6. Garland with it. 9 points in the game so far. Here he goes. Up and in on the layup. Garland's got 11 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Back to Murray. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
The Nuggets trailed by 6. Bing the bounce pass. At the elbow, Williams. Outside Williams. In the corner, it's Bane. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And so it's Indiana with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from
43.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Pacers leading by 6. Johnson the screen. Here's Billups. That's another one. For him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Down low. Here's O'Neal. 50 move. And Shaq with the slam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Billups. Outside for Murray. Takes the 3. This one for 3. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. Here's O'Neal. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Billups with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. 5 on the clock. Pass to Johnson. A three-pointer is right on target.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
To the middle. Here's O'Neal. It's rebounded by Indiana. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And stolen by Dunn. One-on-one here. And Dunn with the slam.
Such opportunistic basketball right there, and that's when they desperately needed it.
Billups goes in. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Siakam outside. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Here's Shaq. And hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Shaq with the screen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And that's now 25 points for Shaquille O'Neal. Pacers leading by 4. And here is Billups. Drives to the hoop. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And great to see Billups getting his own shots as well, not just focusing on facilitating.
Shaq can't hit. Here's Indiana. Pass to Billups. Double team on Billups. In the corner, Murray with it. From the arc. Slides through for his his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Billups attacking. Outside for Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Dunn. And again, Denver no good. Indiana leading. Pass to Johnson. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Timeout called. Nuggets.
That was your Pacers defense.
1:12 left here in the fourth quarter. Payne for 3. And Billups pulls it down. And here's Indiana. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Pacers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chauncey Billups.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Pass to Bane. And stolen by Murray. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Smith outside. Here's Markkanen. And the wide open shot from Billups. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.